Now, the Evangelical Alliance of Kenya has urged President William Ruto to form a commission of inquiry to regulate church activities across the country. The alliance, which oversees all evangelical churches and over 50,000 congregations in Kenya, has distanced itself from Paul Mackenzie's Good News International Church in Shakahola, Kilifi County, terming it as a cult and not a church, even as the death toll in Shakahola mass graves hit 90. Our reporter Whitney Akinyi begins our bulletin with the following story.
The murders and senseless massacres at Shakahola village in Malindi have continued to raise concerns even as the death toll hits the 90 mark. Religious leaders under the umbrella of Evangelical Alliance of Kenya, EAK, have condemned the heinous acts of the controversial pastor Paul Mackenzie in what unfolded in Shakahola. According to the clerics, Mackenzie's faith is utterly despicable, irreligious, and against Christian values according to the scriptures and Christians' right to life. They are now calling on Kenyans to utterly disassociate with any such religious organization, churches, or fellowships, further terming it as abuse and misuse of religion.
We urge Kenyans to utterly disassociate with any such religious organization, church, or fellowship. What has been experienced is cultic in nature, and we encourage the populace to be vigilant with such.
EAK now pleads with the president to allow accredited and well-known Christian coordinating bodies to investigate and report back clear recommendations on how to regulate churches and Christian institutions in the country.
We plead with His Excellency, the President, to appoint a commission of inquiry led by distinguished religious leaders and comprising of members from the known Christian coordinating bodies, namely the Kenya Conference of Catholic Bishops, National Council of Churches of Kenya, NCCK, the Seventh-day Adventist, SDA, the Organization of African Instituted Churches, OAIC, and of course we have the Evangelical Alliance of Kenya.
EAK Secretary General Nelson Makanda equally noted that religion should not be used as an avenue to commit acts of crime, stating that the law in Kenya should be relevantly applied in dealing with such cases.
In Kenya, the constitution allows public participation, and so whatever law or regulation that comes up must go through the procedures of public participation so that it's accepted widely. But having said that, in 2016, the Attorney General came up with regulations. And when we discussed and looked at those regulations, we agreed with the Attorney General that we are going to set up a self-regulation mechanism. Out of that mechanism, two things have happened. One, a bill on religious rights and freedoms has been published, and we published it as Evangelical Alliance of Kenya, and gave that document to the Attorney General. That document has been lying there. It has not been actualized and been pushed forward so that we remove religious institutions from Societies Act and be regulated universally in a different law.
The Interior Cabinet Secretary Kindiki visited the area and declared the 800-acre parcel of land in Shakahola occupied by Mackenzie's followers as a disturbed area and security operations zone effective tonight. Kindiki said a multi-agency security team will upscale the search and rescue mission to save as many lives as possible, and proposed that Mackenzie should be charged at the International Criminal Court with genocide. Reporting for Hope TV Newswatch, I'm Whitney Akinyi.